All right, good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the Booking Freight from Home show, featured by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. And we are back. We've been on our little break for the Easter holidays and the Passover holidays, but we are back today, and we are live again here in our broadcast studio, as you all can see, which is broadcast from the Avenue 29 at 2915 Share Road here in Tallahassee, Florida. I want to thank you all for joining us, and we have a lot of great things, a lot of great announcements, and things that we need to, to announce that are coming up. All right, we are debt free. That's right, everyone. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center, as a company, is now completely debt free. Woo! That took a lot off our plate. And what I mean by that is we have finished paying our investors. We have paid back our investors 100% of what we owe them, including the interest. So now we are a debt-free company. And to celebrate that, to celebrate us being debt-free, we have dropped our enrollment fee. That's right. Now, anyone who wants to join our platform, if you've been waiting to join our platform, if you've been considering joining our platform, now you can do it with zero enrollment fee. And of course, you will pay only a monthly subscription. Now, the monthly subscription for the zero enrollment is $39.95 per month. Now, this does not affect our current subscription members, because you all came in with an enrollment fee and your subscription was $19.95 per month. Your subscription will continue to be $19.95 per month. This does not affect our corporate enrollments, because that is a corporate enrollment, so those will remain the same. This only affects the veterans enrollment and the individual enrollments. Veterans enrollment will only be $29.95. Will be $29.95. that was too many 99s there. And our regular platform enrollment for the subscription, I wouldn't say enrollment. The regular subscription for the individual enrollment is $39.95 per month. All right. So a lot of great things going on. You all will start seeing all those changes on our YouTube videos, on all of our advertisements and our branding material that will take place effective this week. It's already taking place on your enrollment link. So if you click on the enrollment and you see $39.95, don't think you're in the wrong place. You're in the right place. Just pay the $39.95, and then you'll be billed every 30 days for that $39.95 right to your debit or credit card. So that's some great news for those individuals who have been wanting to get into our platform but didn't have the money, trying to get into our platform but trying to save up the money. Now you can put that money right back in your pocket. And of course, we don't take any of your money you earn while you're within our platform. So you keep 100% of your dispatch fee, you keep 100% of your freight brokerage fee, you keep 100% of your freight forwarding fee, you keep 100% of your load fee if you're just an owner operator and you come to our platform wanting help with finding good paying freight. Because our platform is here to assist logistics professionals and provide you all with everything you need to be of great service to your clients. That's simply what our platform does. Now, in line with that, our platform, we are also going to announce today that the RBBS Logistics Learning Center is becoming a conglomerate. We are moving forward with starting our conglomerate. And basically what that is we are becoming a whole lot of companies mingled under one roof, okay? Right now, it is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, the National Dispatchers Network, and the XIll Corporation. And what the conglomerate, we haven't come up with a name for the conglomerate yet. Right now, we are adopting for the conglomerate the XIll Corporation. And what the XIll Corporation conglomerate will be doing in nature is we will be turning back time. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying to yourself, what the hell are you talking about, Calvin? What I'm talking about is we are going to be turning back time. Give me just a second here. All right. As I said before, we will be turning back time. There used to be a time in America when about 70% of all Americans either ran their own business or they provided some type of service or goods that they got paid for. But they were in control of that. And believe it or not, people were a lot happier because they were in control. Yes, was it hard work? Yes, it was. Was it a struggle sometimes? Exactly. I'm positive it was. But were they happier? Yes, greatly so. Why? Because they were in control of their own future, of their own destiny. They controlled their financial viability. They were financially independent. Now, financial independence doesn't mean being rich. Financial independence simply means being in a position where you're not stressed about money. That's what financial independence is. So what the conglomerate of the P4L Corporation is going, our focus is going to be on developing businesses, complete businesses that we can literally give away. We're going to develop business models, complete business models, take care of how the business operates, take care of the website design, take care of how the business makes money, how you brand your business, how do you advertise your business. We're going to take care of making sure that you have a way to collect your payments and collect your credit card payments, everything that consists of putting together a business. We're going to take care of that part. And once we have all that developed and we have it tested and we've proven that that business can make money, then we are going to give it away to as many people who wants it or needs it or have a desire to be in control and control their own financial destiny. Okay? Now, yes, I know it sounds like it's a big thing, but really it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Now I know a lot of you came in today to learn about freight, and we are going to talk about freight today. Don't get me wrong. But I did want to make sure that I bring y'all up to speed on what we are doing and what the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network has become a part of. Because we think it's something that people need. I mean, there are people out there who are struggling, just making ends meet. There are people out there who hate their jobs. Because back in the day, when 70% of Americans either ran their own business or provided some type of service, and I mean like anything like a shoe shine stand, a barber shop, butchers, all types of different services and things that people actually did themselves, and they made their own money. Now, in today's society, 90% of Americans work for somebody else. Think about that. 90% of Americans now work for 10% of the individuals who own companies. That's why everybody's so unhappy. That's why everybody can't make ends meet. That's why everybody is always looking for something better. You go out and it's even less than 90%. It's even more than 90% because you have a lot of people who go out and look for jobs and can't find jobs. I mean, unemployment is still high. It's gotten better, but it's still high. It's still hard to find decent paying jobs. So I submit to you, instead of trying to find a decent paying job, why not create a decent paying job? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to create these different types of business platforms, and then we're going to be giving them away. Now, when I say give them away, it simply means that you won't have to put your own money into developing the company. All you have to do is accept the gift and then go out and make money with it. Every time you make money with it, you're just going to bring us back 25%. Simple as that. So for every dollar you make with the gift that we're giving you, with the business that we're giving you, and that we put together, that we've proven can work, we put together everything you need to run that business, we're going to give it to you, and we're even going to supply you with the advertising material and the branding material and your website and everything you need to run that particular business within our conglomerate. And for every dollar you make, you pay us 25 cents. It's not a bad deal. Unlike nowadays when you go to work for a company and they're paying you a commission they're paying you around 12 to 25% or 30% on the commission, and they keep the majority share of the profits. We're going to flip the script. We're going to give you the 75%. We're going to put you in control of your markups. We're going to put you in control of your advertising. We're going to put you in control of collecting your money. We're going to put you in control of controlling the financial aspects of your business. Our goal is to put people back in control and give them that sense of, okay, I have something that I control. I determine my own salary, and I can make myself financially independent. All right, with that being said, let's introduce everybody today, see what we got going on. Let's unmute our mics and see. All right, everybody, how y'all doing today? This is, let's go and go down our line here. We have the guiding light. Who is the guiding light? I like that. We have the guiding light over us today. We also have Aaron.
It's me, Calvin Brandon.
Hey, Brandy, I like that. That's pretty neat. The guiding light. So I just wanted to bring that up. I thought it on there. They're kind of like, wow, okay, the guiding light. I like that. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm great. I'm at my nurse job, and I'm tuning in with you.
All right, well, great. I'm glad to have you with us this morning. We have Aaron Flippin. Hey, Aaron, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Calvin.
Good morning. We have Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing?
Always young and happy.
I hear you. I hear you. We have Kat Davis. Kat Rojas Davis. Good morning. How are you today? We have Charles Mundy and Courtney Bunn. Charles Mundy, he was, but where did he go? Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I'm at the hospital with my mom right now, but I'm tuning in.
Okay, well, all our best to your mom. I have an idea of what you're going through. My mom was involved in a car accident recently, and it kind of puts things in perspective.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So we wish her the best.
Thank you.
Courtney Vaughn. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today. We also have Al. Thank you, Al, for joining us. We have,
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Is this Bertram or Bertram?
Bertram.
Hey, Bertram. Is this your first time with us today?
Yes, it is.
Well, I appreciate you joining us. I hope you get a lot out of it. We're all about, networking and trying to learn something and teach something. So that's what we're all about. We have Karen. We have Charles Robertson. We have Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? We have Luis. I think that's right. Did I pronounce that right? Luis? I think. Hopefully I did. Lois. But either way, we thank you all for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining us today here on our broadcast. All right. Today is going to be kind of like a restart.
Kevin, you did not introduce yourself, so we don't know you.
Oh, y'all know me. I'm Calvin Butler. I'm the guy that likes to sing when nobody talks to him. But my name is Calvin Butler. I am the director of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. I'm also the CEO of the P4L Corporation and the director of the National Dispatchers Network. I don't know what else to tell about me. I'm just a guy that just comes on here and talks about booking freight and talks about starting businesses, talks about being in control. So that's what I do. So hopefully I can be contagious and be entertaining at the same time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's broadcast. All right, today we're going to be doing what's called a reboot. We're doing a reboot and we're doing a restart. So we have a lot of new people. We're going to have a lot more new people who are going to be joining us because as you all just heard, we have dropped our enrollment fee. We no longer have an enrollment fee because we are now debt free. We got it from under that big weight that was on our shoulders of owing people money. So now that we are a debt free company, which is always the goal of any company, is to become debt free. And we have done that. We've done it in under 3 years. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good to be completely debt-free in under 3 years. So like I said, to commemorate that, we have dropped our enrollment fee, and anyone who wants to join our platform now can just pay the $39.95 per month, and they are part of our platform. Plain and simple. You have access to all the things that everyone has access to, all your tools, your resources, your network, everything that you get within our platform is all yours for $39.95 per month. For those of you who are already in our platform, your fee is still $19.95 per month. For those of you who have joined our platform and paid the enrollment fee but hasn't signed up for the subscription or opted not to pay the subscription, you can still opt in and just start paying your subscription at $19.95 per month to get access to our back office tools and resources. So this does not affect anyone who is already enrolled before this time, okay? Your monthly subscription is still only $19.95 per month. If that's what you're currently paying, and if you enrolled and you're not currently part of the subscription plan, you can still start your subscription at $19.95 per month. All right, but with that being said, this is a reboot, so what we're going to be doing is today, we're going to be, and y'all please forgive me, my my little cursor thing here, my mouse, the one that I normally use, the battery just died on. I had to go to my old backup one with the cord on it. So if I'm leaning forward a lot, that's because I'm trying to work my mouse. When normally I used to have one that was wireless, I could just kind of be wild and free. But now I'm bound by a cord. So, but also let's do this. Let's take a look at what's at our Facebook people. So we got some people on Facebook. Let's take a look at them. And say hi to our Facebook crowd. Say hi to our Facebook crowd. And make sure we acknowledge them. Hey, Facebook, how y'all doing? I see y'all. Okay, that's our Facebook crowd. It's kind of, I don't know, my Facebook one is kind of sticky. It doesn't, it's not playing in full screen like it should be. Oh, there it is right there. Maybe because I have two of them down there. I've got two Facebook lives going at the same time. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, but hey, Facebook, appreciate y'all joining us. All right, so with our theme, let's do our reset. Our reset is we're going to be going over some stuff that a lot of you have probably seen us go over before, but we need to go over it anyway. Oh, also, our times are now shorter. We do not do 3 hours on the Logistics Learning Center training each Saturday. We do an hour and a half for that, and then we do an hour and a half for the People L Corporation, because we are a conglomerate now, and we're moving everything into the same, not the same training. Matter of fact, it's an actual different login for the People L than it is for the Logistics Learning Center. So if you're part of that platform, you're going to have to log out of this after this is done at 11:45, and then rejoin the People L at 11:50 on the People L login. Okay? All right. For those of you who are new, and for those of you who are old but seem to have forgotten, or you're still having problems or whatever the case may be, this is our networking site. Okay, the National Dispatchers Network. That is the networking site. The goal of this network has changed over time. Our primary goal is to provide logistics entrepreneurs with the tools and resources they need to be of great service to their carriers or to their clientele. In other words, we provide you all with everything you need to run your business on a daily basis. Okay, that's our primary goal. Okay, that is really our only goal. Okay, we don't make money from you all booking freight. That's not what we're here to do. We're here just to provide you all with the things that you need to make money booking freight. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. All right. Once you're into our platform, we want everybody to understand that our platform is geared to keep you plugged into somebody. That's what our platform is for. So for all the new people, if you're new, you have a chat group, okay, which is on Facebook. Log into that chat. You can ask questions if you have questions about anything, someone is in that chat group. Charles is always in that chat group. I don't think Charles ever sleeps, but he's always in the chat group. Or someone is always in the chat group to help you all out when you have questions. That's what the chat group is there for. It's there for you all to help each other. Okay? If you still have questions, log into this every Saturday. That's why I come here every Saturday, at least an hour and a half to 3 hours, so that you all can connect with me, and when we have our Q&A, you can ask questions, and you can get answers straight from me, or you can get answers straight from our network of people who are on here, and we can all work together to try and get you the answers you need and the help you need, so that you can become better at finding and booking freight. And if you still have questions, log on to our consultation hotline. Now, I know we've had some problems with the bookings for the private consultations with Square, but Square has assured me that we have it all worked out now. At first, we were having problems with double bookings. Then we was having problems with confirmation. Then we was having problems with something, but Square has assured me that they've gotten it all worked out. So now you can go to our Square online booking, which is, I'm going to show it to you all. You can actually get to it from our Facebook page, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You can get to it from there. I'm going to show it to you here. You can go to our Facebook page, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and you can get to our, so if you're part of our Facebook page, our Facebook group, you're basically going to come here and you're going to look for I'm also going to place it in the back office so you all can find it in the back office too. But right now, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're looking for. Can everyone see that? I want to make sure everyone can see that. Can you all see that? Did I mute everybody? Hello? Is anyone hearing me?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, there we go. All right. All right. Well, make sure y'all hear me here. Okay. All right.
I keep mine muted for the dogs.
And we appreciate that. All right. But this is when you're going to go to book your private consultations, okay? All subscription members can book up to 3 half-hour consultations per week or 1-hour consultations per week. And you simply come here and you click on it, and it'll take you right over into the booking site area where you can book your consultation, where you can book your appointments. And we have it here for the subscription-based members and non-subscription-based members. Now, if you are a non-subscription-based member, you're going to have to pay $25.99 for a half-hour consultation, and you're going to have to pay $49.99 for an hour consultation. If you are a subscription member to our platform, okay, it's free. Okay, this is part of your subscription. So if you are a paying subscription member, you can book your consultations here or here. If you are a non-subscription member, you got to book here and pay, or here and pay. Okay? Now, we will be, another announcement, we will be franchising. We will be allowing individuals to come in and use our platform and become consultants and things within our platform, and you all will be able to make money from that, and you just pay us a percentage of the money you make from our platform. Plain and simple. You can do enrollments, you'll be able to do subscriptions, you'll be able to get paid on monthly subscriptions, you'll be able to get paid on your consultations, you'll be able to, get paid on everything how we get paid, which is on subscription-based and consultation. So if any of you are interested, in our franchising, in running your own version of the Logistics Learning Center, if you are interested in that and using our platform, using our base platform to generate revenue from a subscription-based type platform, contact me. Okay, just hit me up. Give me a call, 866-973-6445, extension 0. please do it between Mondays and Thursdays, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Don't call me on a Sunday night. That's my only time. The weekend, after I do these broadcasts, and on the weekends, that's my only free time. I swear to you, I swear to God, I have no free time during the week. So please kind of, be a little bit, restrained when trying to contact me, if you all can, and I would really appreciate it. My wife would really appreciate it. So, but just kind of be kind of a little bit, just exercise a little bit of restraint when you're contacting me. I mean, I got a couple of phone calls this past week at 4 in the morning. Whew. I can't tell y'all the problems that caused when my wife rolls over and says, "You've been down there." And I'm like, okay. So let's not do that. Okay. I know some of you all are in your truck and whatever, you may be listening to our stuff on YouTube, and you may get motivated and say, "Let me call these people up." Not at 4 in the morning. Don't do that. Don't call at 4 in the morning. Okay. All right. With that being said, let's go back to our platform. All right. So now that you all know how to get in contact with someone, you all know that you all, as platform members, you should never feel like you're in this by yourself. You always have contact with someone. Now, to access your back office tools and resources, you're going to go over here and you click on your dispatcher tools and resources. Now, we have other areas of our site, and I notice that we don't normally go into the other areas of our site a whole lot. By the way, we are caught up on you all's toll-free numbers. So if any of you didn't get your toll-free extensions, either you submitted it either this past week, where we'll be, if you submitted it this week, they'll be done by Friday. Next Friday. If you submitted it after Thursday, it definitely won't get done until next Friday. But those of you who submitted them before, they're all caught up. If you did submit it before and you didn't get yours, it's because you either submitted it wrong or you didn't have all the information. Incomplete requests will not be processed. So if you send us a request and you didn't give us a forwarding phone number, guess what? It won't be processed. If you send us a request and you didn't put a forwarding email address in there, guess what? It won't be processed. Incomplete, the profile request won't be processed. And we sent those back out to you all, letting you all know that they were incomplete. So please resubmit them in the complete form and in the format that we have asked you all to submit them in, and they will get taken care of. And all those go over to dispatch at rbbstransport.com. All right. As I mentioned, we have other areas of the site that we don't normally concentrate on. Okay, we do have other areas of the site that we don't normally concentrate on, and these areas that we're going to go over here today. Our Who Are We area, that's basically for owner-operators and for individuals who are coming in who want to connect with you all. Okay, we are upgrading this. We will be upgrading this. I know we kind of put it off, but we are going to be upgrading this considerably, so that when they come in, they'll be able to find you all. This is basically our directory of dispatchers and freight brokers. We're going to be separating the freight brokers from the dispatchers. So with our new directory, we'll have an area specifically for freight brokers. It'll have an area specifically for dispatchers. It'll have an area specifically for freight forwarders, and it'll have an area specifically for owner-operators. So each of you all will be sectioned off into your specific areas or your industry titles. So if you are a dispatch firm, you will be in our dispatch firm directory. If you are a freight broker, you will be in our freight broker directory. If you are an owner operator or a freight forwarder, you will have your own directory. That's how it's going to be done once we get everything set up. We want to get it set up, and they'll be able to easily find you all. We also have other areas of the site when you go over here to our more area. And we have areas like our logistics library. We don't necessarily go over that a whole lot. We have our logistics library. Oh, we also have our available freight lanes. We're gonna be updating this a lot lately, and this is primarily for freight brokers. Okay, this is not necessarily for dispatchers, because dispatchers are not supposed to, technically, you're not supposed to have access to that type of stuff, because you can't go in and make bids on freight lanes as dispatchers. Now, well, I take that back. I take that back. If you are representing your carrier, but you have to be making a bid representing a specific carrier. You can't come in as a dispatch firm and make bids for all your carriers under one bid. You can't do that, okay? If you are coming into a freight lane bidding situation and you're looking at lanes and you're going to bid on a lane, you have to be doing it as a dispatcher. You have to do it only for a specific carrier. Does everyone understand that? Type me a yes or give me a yes or something. Let me know that you all understand the legalities behind that. Okay? I want to make sure that everybody understands that. All right, great. All right, great. Because as a dispatcher, you cannot take ownership of freight. And if you're bidding on a lane as a company, you are taking ownership. So you can't do that. Okay? That's not as a dispatcher. Only brokers can do that. So if you are a broker, this area would be for you. Okay? If you are a broker, this area here, where it says available freight lanes, would be for you. And we're going to be posting the lanes in there for different individuals. And of course, this is an area you have to log into. You will not be able to get into this area without having a back office access. You have to log into it to get into this area. And we will be posting these lanes up, like I say here, and you'll be able to come in here, you'll be able to click on this, and you'll be able to pull up the lanes, as you can see here, how this works. You click on it, and you'll be able to pull up the lanes, and they'll be in a PDF or a form. And these are different lanes and stuff, and they give you the contact numbers of who to contact and talk to about those lanes and things like that. So as you can see, there's a ton of information. There's a ton of lanes, a lot of stuff, a lot of lanes, lots and lots of lanes. Okay, so but this is only for brokers, and it is only for if you are a dispatcher, if you're coming in and you're representing a specific carrier, and you want to talk to them about, a prospective lane. All right? Does everybody understand that? And we'll talk more about this in the future. I just wanted to kind of give y'all a heads up on some stuff that we got going on and some changes that we're making and some stuff that we're adding to the platform to give you all more tools and more resources to help you all make money. I mean, that's what we all, and that's what we're here for. I know a lot of you all don't make use of this chat group, but we actually do have a chat group. We have a chat room on the platform, and this is a chat room that is actually on the platform. You can go in, and you all can actually talk to each other when you're on the platform itself. So if you're on the platform and you have questions sometimes, and you don't want to jump off the platform to go to Facebook, go to the platform, and you all just, a lot of you all don't use it as much, but I see that some of you all are using it. So kind of make it, kind of more mainstream, because if you're on the platform already and you're looking at stuff and you don't want to jump off the platform to go jump on Facebook to ask a question about stuff that's on the platform, why don't y'all make use of the chat area that is within the platform itself? And if you want to cross-post this with Facebook, you can. As you can see, you can Twitter and Facebook cross-post them. So you can share the message on the Facebook platform too. So you can be in this platform, and you can connect the Facebook platform, the Facebook chat group, and you all can kind of share back and forth while you're actually on the platform. Okay, I actually put this into effect some time ago, and some of you all use it, and some of you all don't. I just thought it would be a great tool for you all to be able to stay on the platform and be able to chat with each other at the same time. Okay, so that's available to you all too, as platform members and things like that. Another area that you all are not visiting a whole lot is the logistics library. Okay, we have the logistics library, which has all types of great information here. I can't begin to tell you, terminology, a glossary of terms, a dictionary of trucking terms, freight shipping dictionary, logistics 101, logistics blogs. Have down here, things of note. What are freight lanes? Trucking news. How to profit from cheap freight. Lane density, and we'll be adding more things to this area as we explore, different ways of bringing you all more information and the stuff you need to learn, the stuff you need to be up on in order to stay relevant in this industry. So, but this is another great area that you all don't make use of as much, but it's there. It's available to you. Okay, and of course we have our back office area. Our back office tools and resources, and our video library. Our back office tools and resources is your main, that's your main area, because most of you are going to go directly to the load boards and directly to the scripts and things of that nature. Now that we're in the back office, all right, let's do this. We're going to open up for live questions, and these are just anything you all have had trouble with or concerns with pertaining to the back office or pertaining to just booking freight, period. Let's have it so we can help you all get the answers you all need. If you need to know the steps, let's go over. If anybody here needs to know the steps to getting a load from book to getting it paid on, let's go over it and show you all how you all can use those steps within our back office. Questions? Anybody? Concerns? Anybody? Go on now, I know y'all got questions. Nobody has a question. Really? All right, look, I do this every week, just about every week. Every week that we come on, we ask the same question. We ask the same thing. Does anybody have any questions? Nobody seems to have any questions. But all during the week I get phone calls. I get requests on the chat group. People say, Calvin, can I ask you a question? Calvin, a quick question, Calvin. And then on Saturdays, when you have the opportunity to just bombard me with questions, no one has anything to say. I don't understand that. So, no one has any questions?
I have a question.
Great.
I asked this in the chat the other day, and I'm a little more clear about it. But when you're booking a load...
Okay, hold on a second. Whoever it is that is doing the moving around, or I don't know what you're doing, but mute your mic. I think you're in a truck. Can you mute your mic? All right. Ma'am, I'm going to mute everyone, and then I'm going to unmute your mic. And
all right.
And who am I speaking with right now?
This is Kat.
Kat, okay. Give me a moment, Kat. Let me mute everybody. Let me go out here and find Kat. There you are. All right, Kat. There we go. All right, what's your question now?
So we're looking at a load, and we have a carrier who chooses this load. And we go to book the load, and we find out that that load has now already been booked by someone else. Is that something that happens?
Well, yeah, it's first come first. Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to the old adages, early bird gets the worm, first come, first serve, snooze you lose, things like that. And sometimes, now it's not all the time, so don't think this is a common thing. Sometimes it may have just been a bait load.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then it has just been a bait load. Charles, you know what a bait load is, right? A lot of you all who have been doing this for a minute, you are familiar with bait loads. Where exactly. Where a broker or somebody will just take a great paying load just to get you to call, and then when you call them back, that load is gone.
Yeah. That load's gone. But by the way, here's this other cheap load for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or what's your carrier's DOT number, real quick? So they're either trying to go around you to get to your carrier.
Yeah, and I give them a fake one.
Yeah, they either try to go around you to get to your carrier or give you a fake load. That's why I went down. So that happens sometimes. Okay, that happens sometimes, but that's not all the time. Most of the time, it's just that hey, someone beats you to punch. Because you got to remember, you got a lot of people doing this. You got a lot of carriers looking for loads, right? And you're not the only ones who are looking at those loads. So my suggestion to you is get up early.
Right.
Practice doing this early in the morning or the day before. The best way to find loads and to secure them is to look for the loads a day before your carrier needs to pick it up.
Okay.
Try not to get in the habit of looking for loads the same day your carrier needs loads. Be proactive. Call your carriers beforehand. Contact your carriers beforehand and say, hey, where you at right now? Okay. What you need for tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to need this. As a matter of fact, what you need for the week. Okay. What are you trying to do this week? Well, I'm trying to run down towards maybe Dallas or somewhere out west, and then I want to stay out there maybe a couple of days, and then I want to try it and head back home. Well, if that's the case, then you just go in and start pre-booking him loads. You go ahead and map out his week. You know that you know where he is, right? You know where he's trying to go. So go ahead and find a load that's going to that spot, to where he's trying to go. And once you find a load that's going to the spot where he's trying to go, then you go ahead and you try to satisfy him for the rest of his week, the booking on the rest of his week. Because if he's trying to go from that, and I'm going to give y'all, let's do an example of this. Let's go to a load board. Let's go to a load board and give you an example of this. What load board do we want to use today? Let's find on one of our load boards that I like to use. Let's find, hold up. That's not what I'm trying to do. My bad. Let's find a decent load board. Anybody got a load board they want me to use? That y'all normally use?
Truck stop.
Truck stop? Is truck stop one of our load boards?
No, Kevin, you can use next load.
Next load?
Uh-huh.
Let's find next load.
So it's pretty realistic to just book for a week at a time.
Yeah, you can. It takes a little practice.
Right.
It takes practice, but you can book loads out for a week, and you may have to use different load boards to do that. You have to use 2 or 3 different load boards to accomplish that feat, but it can be done. And once you get the hang of it, it really frees up a lot of your time. It really does. So now you're not just logging on every day trying to find loads. If you've got yourself 3 carriers, right, and you book them out for the entire week, all you got to do is just check on them, make sure they're picking up their loads and dropping them on time. Right?
Yes.
and then you can concentrate on what you got to do, you know, on picking up new carriers or whatever the case may be. Okay. All right. So let's say we get this loaded up. But if you're looking for a load that's leaving out, let's say on Monday, like now it's Saturday. So if you're calling the carriers now, you're saying, okay, you know, where you at right now? Well, I'm sitting over here at the truck stop doing my reset. So you're gonna need a load out for Monday morning? Yeah, I'm gonna need a load leaving out Monday morning. All right. Where you trying to go? I mean, what's your plans? How do you see your week mapping out? Well, I want to leave out Monday morning. I kind of want to go out west, and then I'm going to probably stay out there maybe a couple of days, you know, just running freight out west, and then I want to kind of try to be back home by Friday. So, all right. So now you know what his thought plan is, right? Or you know what your carrier's, what their thought process is. So you got to get him out west, right? Find him a load or two out west, and then get him back home. Okay? And that's not that hard to do, right? It's not that hard to do if you're pre-booking. So let's say you've got someone who is in, somebody give me
Florida.
Oh,
Florida.
Lord, you would pick Florida. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm in Florida. Let's just say Tallahassee. I'm gonna pick where I'm at. I want to pick Tallahassee, Florida. It's not that hard leaving out of Tallahassee. It becomes really hard when you're leaving out of like Miami or Hialeah or somewhere down there. That's hard. But leaving out of Tallahassee is not that hard. All right, let's say you got somebody who's leaving out of Tallahassee, and let's say they're going.
We're going to Texas. Okay, man.
Huh?
Texas.
You want to go to Texas?
Yes, because the driver is crazy. So we're going to Texas. Come on now.
All right. So we're going to, let's say, Dallas.
Well, you can get load out there.
All right. So here we got
flatbed. Come on.
Come on now. Let's not be picky.
We got a flatbed, Kevin.
We're trying to illustrate something here. Give me a second.
Yeah, we got a flatbed. Equipment is flatbed.
Let's see here. Equipment, flatbed. All right.
Yeah.
You see when I put in, you see this where it says?
Yeah, equipment.
Yeah, hold on. Listen to me now. We have in there right now, we have ANY in the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me the loads that pulled up, that even Tallahassee going to Texas, going towards Dallas, right? And neither one of them is flatbed. So if I put in flatbed, you think I'm gonna find a flatbed load? No.
No.
Because I just put in find me any equipment going, because we're trying to do this for an illustration, okay? And so we want to be able to get something that we can actually look at to get the illustration. Now, if I put in flatbed, it's going to come up no. Then I'm going to go back and change the destination or change the origin, and then try to find a flatbed, which means we've abandoned our first thought of trying to find a load out of Tallahassee. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so the reason why I brought that, I knew you were doing that for illustration, right?
Yeah.
She asked a very good question, right?
Yes, she did. And this is to answer her question. All right, she has the floor right now. Her question is, she wants to know what? How to pre-book loads. Okay, let's not lose focus of what the actual purpose of looking up this particular load is for. It's for illustration to show her how to pre-book loads. Now we get off into trying to make sure that it's a flatbed. Then we've got to go and try to solve that problem of finding the flatbed, and then but let's just stick with answering her question. Okay? All right. who was I dealing with? Mrs. Cat. Sorry about that, Cat.
It's all right. I'm still following.
Everybody trying to hijack your time.
It's all right. I browse through the different load boards kind of just to get familiar with what I'm looking at. And so I kind of have been through searching the different types of carriers and all that. So I get the tarps and the flatbed.
Exactly. But to answer your question, to go ahead and solve your problem, to go ahead and show you how this works, okay? Let's say you're going to pick up something that's leaving out of Mariana, because Mariana is right next to Tallahassee. It's literally right down the road. It's less than 18 or 20 miles from here. Okay, I mean, I drive to Mariana all the time, so it's literally right next door. So you're gonna look up. You're gonna go from Mariana to Garland, Texas. That kind of is gonna satisfy what he wants. Okay, so you're gonna write him from Mariana to Garland, Texas. Now you know that it's 766 miles to Garland, Texas. Can anyone tell me about how long it's going to take a single driver to make that trip? So you already, and this is all part of knowing how to pre-book loads. You got to know how many miles your carrier can drive. This is where it comes to knowing your carrier. Most good drivers can drive 600 to 650 miles in one driving shift. That's what a good carrier can do. The average driver is going to do about 500. Would everyone agree with that? Does everyone agree with that? Charles, do you agree with that?
Yep.
All right. So that's what your average carrier is. All right. So in knowing that, you know it's going to take them what? A shift and a half a shift to make that run. Right? They're not going to be able to do it in one driver shift. So if they pick this load up Monday morning, okay, this load is actually, I think when this load, it picks up today, right? This actually load picks up today, or I think they can pick it up today or Monday, anytime this weekend, or anytime before Monday, before the close of business Monday. So let's say if they pick this load up on a Monday morning, and they're running it down to Texas, it's going to take them a shift and a half. So if they pick it up Monday morning, they're going to run Monday, and they're going to shut down, sometime around 3 or 4 o'clock, because they pick it up early in the morning, they're going to shut down around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. They're going to have to shut down for about 10 hours. So that means they're going to be able to run again at what time on Tuesday morning or Monday night? What time? If they shut down about 4 o'clock on Monday, after they picked this load up and they ran it halfway or most of the way on Monday, and then they shut down around 4 o'clock, they got to wait 10 hours. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So at 2 a.m., they'll be ready to run again. So they get back up at 2 a.m., they'll fuel up, get themselves something to eat, and be on the road by what? About 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, which means they'll be dropping the load, which means if they ran 500 miles, they only got another what? What do they have? Another 200 miles to go? Another 200 to 150 miles, whatever it may be, which means they'll be able to run that in what? In about what? 4 hours, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
All right. So from about, let's say 6 a.m. to 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m., they're dropping the load. So at about 12 a.m., they're shut down. 12 p.m., they're shut down, or they are now empty at 12 p.m. Now, the question now is, how much time do they have left on their clock? So if they ran 4 hours, that means they've got what, if they do what they're supposed to be doing, when they got to the drop, they put themselves in sleep, okay, and started their sleeper clock while they're sitting there waiting to get unloaded. But that's what I do. They put themselves in sleeper. So now they still got, what, 6 hours left on their clock, right? They put themselves in sleeper. Now, let's say they got to run from the drop point. If they're in sleeper there, that means they've got 6 hours that they can actually go have. So 6 hours is enough time for them to go what? Pick up another load.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now you know that they got there on Tuesday at around 1 or 2 o'clock, they are available for what? Another load. So now you start looking for a load that's available for pickup on Tuesday around 1 or 2 o'clock. Okay? From where? From their drop point.
Texas, yes.
Exactly, Garland, Texas. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to look for a load leaving out of Garland, Texas, or from somewhere close to Garland, Texas. You see how this is working? And remember, he said that he wanted to kind of, if you wanted to stay down in Texas for a couple of days, it's Tuesday. You find it, now you need to find him a load leaving from around Garland, Texas, maybe going to another place in Texas or close to Texas that he can run in Texas for a couple of quick short runs. You see how this is working? And then by the time you hit Thursday, looking for him a load coming back where? To Tallahassee or close to Tallahassee.
Okay.
You see how that works?
Yeah.
And you can plot all this out because you know where he's going. You know where he's going to be. You know how long it's going to take him to get there. So you got to have knowledge of or train yourself or focus on learning. How much time it takes a driver to run a load X number of miles. Okay.
Okay.
Knowing what the hours of service is, knowing how all that works within the confines of what you're doing. Okay. And all this stuff is what's going to make you a great dispatcher, or a great logistics the planning. So that's basically what you're doing. You're just planning the routes. You're planning the loads for your driver. You're planning out his week. So if you can do all this, let's say on Monday. On Monday, you're sitting down on Monday, or like on Saturday. This is a great time to plot your loads. On the weekend is a great time to plot your loads for the week because you're not doing anything. Your driver is usually shut down. He's on his reset anyway. He's not going to do anything until Monday. So now is a good time to go ahead and plot out his week. Now, are you going to be able to do all this on one load board? Sometimes. Most of the time, not. But sometimes you can. So now you're going to go back and you look for something leaving out of Garland, Texas, from in and around Garland, Texas. You got a 150-mile radius. That's a good radius, okay? And you want something that is going to keep you in Texas. So you put in Texas, USA. All right? And you're going to want to do, since we already were dealing with dry van, right? We're going to stick with dry van. All right? So we know we're dealing with dry van. We're going to stick with dry van. And you got to look for your pickup date, which is going to be when? Pickup date is going to be on Tuesday, right? Which is going to be the 30th. Is that right? Now look at that.
Oh, is that what
you got exactly loads that are running him in Texas, short loads, right? You got some short loads that are running him in Texas that he can complete within that 6 hours. So he got a couple of loads he can run that same day. So he just completed a load and picked up and ran another load, all in one, in the same 6-hour shift. Because he can run this load right here in 6 hours, 287 miles. He can easily run this load in 6 hours, this 108-mile run. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. From Paris, Texas, back to Dallas, or from, whatever the case may be. You see how that works? And then just do the same thing here. Now that you know that it's going to take him, he can run this load and drop it within the same day. Now he's got to shut down for 10 hours. When he drops this load, he's got a 286-mile load. He's going to run that in about 5 hours. So he runs that load, picks it up, he runs it in about 5 hours. He drops it. Now he's got to shut down. So 5 hours from, let's say, 1, 2 o'clock. Let's say he picks it up at 1. All right? So from 1 to 2, from 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 5 o'clock, he shut down. He dropped the load. By 5:30, 6 o'clock, he shut down. So now he's got to sit for what? 10 hours. Why? Because he's out of time, right?
Yeah.
So now it's Tuesday, 5 o'clock. He's ready his second load. He's got to sit for 10 hours. So 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 3 a.m. He's ready to run again on Wednesday morning. So you can find him another quick short load within Texas that he can run on Wednesday, and then after that, you got to run him back where? Tallahassee. Exactly. Now you can.
Kevin, what about the
Okay, give me just a second. You can plot all this like now, today, and have this week lined up, and your carrier, your driver is happy. Why? Because he knows exactly what he's got to do for the rest of the week. There's no wonder. He knows exactly how much money he's going to make for the rest of the week. You see how that all makes it a lot easier and a lot more palatable for everyone who's involved?
Condensed and organized.
Exactly. And it makes you more valuable to who? Your carrier.
Your carrier.
Okay?
Nice.
Now, is this going to work out this way all the time? No, it's not. But sometimes you may have to go to several different load boards to make this happen. But it can be done. And with practice and with work and with focus, you can get really, really good at it. Okay? You can get really, really good at it. Because, look, when I was booking freight, I'm telling you, I don't have time to book freight anymore. Okay? I know a lot of people say teachers do and teachers teach. Those who can do and those who can't teach. Well, I can't book freight anymore because I don't have the time. So I teach. All right? I just not that I can't book freight. I don't have the time to book freight because I've taken on. I've expanded upon who I am. I'm growing and evolving into something else. And I always like when people tell me, when people say stuff. And how many of y'all have heard this before? Oh man, when I get to the point where I start my own business and I start making money, I'm not going to change. I'm going to be the same person I always been. Bull crap.
I'm reclusive. I'll still be reclusive.
Yeah, because you ain't the same person you was yesterday. And you're still broke. And you're not the same person you was yesterday. So you think you're going to be the same person if now you've taken on the responsibility of running a business. You're responsible for other people being successful. You're responsible for payroll. You're responsible for guiding people. You're responsible, and you have all this money that's coming in, and a whole bunch of new responsibilities. You mean to tell me you're gonna make the same type of decisions you made when you was broke and all you had to be responsible was just you? Bull crap. You ain't the same person. There's no way for you to stay the same person. Your thought process changed. Your focus changed. Everything changed. The decisions you would have made then, you wouldn't dare make now. Because back then, those decisions only affected you. Now, those same type of situations and decisions you make is going to affect not just you, but everyone who's involved with your company. You're not going to be the same person. There's no way for you to be the same person. Okay? So I always love it when people say that type of stuff, and I'm looking at them like, yeah, try that. Let's see how that works out for you. Because it's not going to happen. Anybody that tells you anything different, they're lying to themselves. Okay? All right. Did that help you? Miss Cat?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Did we answer what you need to answer, and did that help you?
Yeah, that's a good explanation. I took a lot of notes. That's really nice. Thank you.
All right, great. Okay, any questions or expansions on that real quick? Elizabeth, I know you're waiting to pounce. No? Okay, cool. All right, we got a reprieve. All right, so, but that's how you,
I have a question, Calvin.
Sure. And who are we speaking with?
This is Bertram.
Hey, Bertram, what's up?
You were mentioning, I guess, the regulations of time and travel. What is the downtime and the travel time in average?
Okay. On average? Okay. First of all, let's look at regulation. Regulation says that a driver can drive 11 hours total, and then they have to shut down for 10 straight hours on a reset. Okay? The way that 11 hours is broken down is you can drive 8 hours, and then you got to shut down for a half-hour break, and then you can drive the other 3 hours. Now, we know that a driver does not drive all 11 hours jam up to the door. Why? Because if they did, they'd be parked on the road, side of the road, somewhere when they run out of hours of service. So you got to take into effect how much time it's going to take an average driver to find and locate a truck stop so they can pull in and get their truck parked before their time runs out. So it doesn't work like you just drive on the road. Oh, let me go pull into a truck stop. Truck stop's not just there whenever you want to pull into them. You got to actually plan that out. So it's probably going to take you anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour just finding getting to a truck stop. Okay, Charles, jump in on this anytime you want to. But
I actually had that question before too.
Yeah, I just put a link. I just put the link in the hours of service in there for you.
Yes. So it's going to take some time for you to actually find a truck stop. So in that 11 hours of driving time, you got to break off at least an hour. I always add an hour for finding a truck stop, for finding your rest point. I don't add time for loading and unloading because any smart driver knows if you've been driving longer than a day, you know that when you get to the dock, you go into sleeper. You turn that clock off and you put it on sleeper. Because any time you go into sleeper, it's adding the time to your, what do they call that, Charles? I'm getting old. They call them your hours that you can go back and run at the end of the week. What they call, what do you call those? I know I got some drivers in here. Come on now. Where my own operators at? Where my drivers at? Nobody's going to come to my rescue. All right. There are hours that you can go back and pull up at the end of the week that you can run on. And some drivers call them refurbished hours what's the word I'm looking for? I used to know.
A reset.
Thank you. Your reset hours. You can run on those. But those are hours that come from like when you're at the shipper and you go into sleeper and you turn your clock off and you go into sleeper. Those hours don't just go away. That time doesn't just disappear. It's being reset on the end of your clock. Okay, it's being reset on the end of your clock. So when you get to the point to where you run out of hours for the week, if you need some hours to run, go back and run your reset hours. Okay? So that's how a good team, like I was part of a team, and I learned this at Covenant. We run for 2 weeks before we even have to do a shutdown. Believe it or not. We ran for 2 entire weeks and never stopped running. So we were running on reset hours for an entire week. Because we were good at making sure that when we wasn't moving, turn that clock off, put it in sleeper, put it in sleeper, put it in sleeper. I don't care if we just pulled into a spot to just take a leak. I put that bad boy in sleeper. I saved every minute I could get that I wasn't driving was spent in sleeper or time off or something like that. But don't waste your clock. So every good driver knows that when he pulled up to the shipper and he's waiting for a load and he's dropping off a load, he is in reset. He is putting his truck in sleeper. If you're moving around to a certain area that you can drive under, I think, 7 miles per hour or 10 miles per hour, keep your truck in sleeper because it's not going to register until you start moving more than 7 miles or 10 miles per hour. So if you're on a huge shipping dock area, this and that, drive slow and keep your truck in sleeper. Okay? So with that being said, okay, you've got I always allow for an hour to find a place to park. So that cuts me down to what, 10 hours. And I always allow for, extra time on if you're gonna stop to use the bathroom or whatever it may be. I always allow it for an hour, and that cuts you down to what, 9 hours. Now with that being said, if you're trying to get a lot of miles, you're gonna not run door to door, but what you're gonna run in 10 hours. In 10 hours, if you're trying to run a lot of miles, you can run 600 miles. Okay, I have ran 675 miles, but I ran that like up to the door because I knew this place I was going to, I could park my truck overnight and sleep there. You understand what I'm saying? So I ran it up to the door, knowing that I could do that and get there and drop and then go into sleeper right there. All right, but most places won't allow you to sleep overnight. You got to go find a truck stop. So you got to give yourself an hour, just to find a truck stop, especially if you're in an area where there's not very many, it's not a very big area, not a very heavily populated area. Or if you're not going to complete your load on the same day, you definitely got to give yourself time to go find a truck stop. But you're not going to complete the load the same day anyway. So roughly 9 hours is your drive time. Okay, 9 hours is your drive time. Your downtime is 10 hours. But you got to be shut down for 10 hours regardless. That's DOT rule. That's the hours of service now. Okay, you got to do a 10-hour reset before you can start back up. Sometimes you can get away with. Sometimes you can get away with going 5 hours or 6 hours if you got some reset hours from before. Let's say if you had 4 hours or 3 hours of reset time, right? And you go into your sleeper from you got some reset time from a prior run, right? Let's say you got 8 hours or 1 hour of reset time that's overlapping from another run. And then you shut down for your 10 hours. When you hit 9 hours, your clock will tell you it's okay for you to run. Why? Because you have a total of 10 hours. But guess what? You're only going to be able to run for 10 hours. You're not going to be able to run for 11 hours. Why? Because one of those hours was a reset hour. I know it sounds confusing, but that's how it is. That's how all that works. Did I explain that properly, Charles? It's been a minute since I've been in a truck, but I think I explained it properly.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah.
I think I explained it properly. Okay, but generally speaking, you're gonna have about 9 hours of drive time, and you got to have 10 hours of downtime. Okay, that's how it works. So now, if you're looking for the practical use of that 10-hour downtime, you're gonna go in, get you a shower, get yourself something to eat. You're probably gonna sit in front of the TV set for about 2 hours watching TV. Then the rest of the time, every good driver should try to get at least 7 hours of sleep, a minimum. I would say a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. I always try to make sure I got at least 8. Okay, but you got to get at least a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. If you're not getting 7 hours of sleep, you're not going to be effective as a driver, and you're going to wind up hurting someone, or hurting yourself, or hurting someone else. So, but yeah, 9 driving, 10 shut down, at least 7 to 8 of that actually sleeping your bunk. Okay, does that break it down for you?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. And let me add to that, if you are a team driver, the rules are a little bit different. You still, one driver drives, another driver sleeps. So the one driver can drive 11 hours. The driver is 8, shut down for a half, he can drive 3 more. Now with team, You can drive that up to the door and just pull off at a truck stop and pull off on the side of the road and switch drive on the side of the road. I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and my team driver, we switched over on the Pensacola Bridge. There's that bridge that goes over between Mobile and Pensacola, Florida. Does anybody know that bridge that's on that's right on the water?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we switched over. We did our switch right there. You know, I mean, look, we used to run about 7,900, sometimes 8,000 miles a week. we were running. I got to give it to you. My team driver when I was coming from Miami, boy, look, we were some puffers. I mean, we was on that bridge and we was running, man. We used to look. It was we not stopping, right? We ran it right down to the. My hours of service was, and we were in traffic, and you're on a bridge, so you can't just pull that big semi off to the side of the bridge and sit there. The truck is still moving. Now, but we in traffic, we put our blinkers on, we slowed down to about 2 miles to 3 miles per hour when the truck was just creeping, and we can stop it for like a good, like maybe a minute or two. So what we did was we stopped the truck for just a minute or two. He jumped in the driver's seat, I jumped in the passenger seat. I turned my thing around. Now I got to clock out, you know, and then he's got to log in because you got to log out, you have to log in and clock out and clock in. So while he's driving, now I'm clocking me out and clocking him in. So we stopped for like maybe a good 40 seconds, just time enough for me to get out of the driver's seat and him to get in. And then we're moving very slow because your truck, it won't let you do all of that while the truck is in motion. You know what I mean? So your truck has to be registered as not being in motion while you're doing all of this clocking in and clocking out. So as long as you're moving under 3 miles per hour, it's not going to register your truck as being in motion. But anyway, that just gives you a little insight as to how these team drivers make all this money and get these miles. And then also the team driver, as the person who is on your downtime, when you're in your sleeping time, you can only spend 2 hours maximum on the passenger side. The other 8 hours you must spend in that bunk behind that curtain. If you get pulled over by DOT and he sees your passenger, your team driver, sitting in the jump seat or in the passenger seat, and he checks that clock, and he sees that you went into your sleeper time more than 2 hours ago, he's going to give you a ticket. Because you're not even supposed to be up front. If you ever get pulled over by DOT and your team driver, your team guy that's supposed to get back, he needs to be behind that curtain. Now, he don't have to be asleep, but he's got to be behind that curtain. That curtain has to be drawn. He has to be behind that curtain on his bunk. Okay, because you got to spend 8 hours of that, and it's got to be spent, as they say, in your sleeper. The other 2 you can spend up front in the jump seat. All right, in the passenger side. That's how that works. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions about? All right, let me see here. Someone, Alfredo asked, Calvin, do same rules apply to hot shots? Not really. Okay, Charles. See, I don't do hot shots. I've never driven hot shots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Do the exact same rules apply to hot shots?
No, hot shots can move a little quicker because there's less weight to pull. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And they don't have sleepers or whatever this that now. At some point in time, they, I would imagine they have some type of rules as far as how many hours they can drive. But I don't think is under the same strict guidelines as these big carriers.
No.
Because they're driving just a regular vehicle, just like any other pedestrian will, and no one can tell any other pedestrian how long they can be behind the wheel. Now, if you get pulled over, like it is with anything else, now if you get pulled over and the officer sees that you are, driving sleep or driving, under sleep deprivation, he can charge you just like you're driving under the influence. You all do know that, right? Driving sleep is just like driving under the influence. And they can hit you with, the same, pretty much the same fines and same felonies or whatever it is, you would doing if you were driving under the influence. So keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. And they're probably going to be even harsher on you if they see you're operating a commercial vehicle, which a hotshot is technically a commercial vehicle. And if you're driving, half sleep, they're going to be a lot harder on you. Okay? All right. I'm just going over some of the questions here. Thank you, Al. Recap hours. That's what. Thank you. See, Al came to my rescue. He's a little late, but hey, he came to my rescue. It's recaps. Yeah. So yeah, we have ran a whole week on recaps. All right. Any other questions on the platform and whatnot? I'm actually over my time on what's called, so we're getting into the P4L time. All right. I know we spent a lot of time getting set up, and we started off late, and I apologize for that. And our times are going to be cut a little bit short here in the future because we are now on different types of setup. I want everyone to remember that Charles Mundy has a platform. It is a very good platform. Okay, it is a very, very, very good platform. And now that we do not charge, any type of enrollment fee, it actually makes it a lot easier, a lot more affordable for those of you who are new to joining our platform, who are thinking about joining our platform. Now you can actually afford to join both platforms. A lot easier. Okay. Background noise again. Let me cut this out. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. One of the decisions in going to a no enrollment fee was the fact that we had, like Charles and some other members who had platform, we wanted to make it easier for you all to take full advantage of everything that was being offered within our network. Okay, and Charles has his own platform. Mr. Sonatag, Mr. Washington, and some other people. They have other things that they do within our platform, and of course they have to make money too. Okay, so one of the factors for us going to a no enrollment fee, now that we've paid off our debtors, now that we've become debt free, one of the factors that we were doing that, the reason why we were doing that was to make it so that new members, people who are coming into this industry, they can actually afford to take advantage of the different things that we offer within our network. And a lot of these companies, because they don't work together, they're all separate. We're the only, you all won't find this anywhere else. You don't find any type of freight broker training platform or logistics training platform where you have, two, let alone 3, 4, different platforms working in conjunction with each other, or playing nice together, as we say. You don't find it anywhere else. Not only do we play nice together, we work in conjunction with each other. We're all here to help anyone who's involved into our platform, to help them to grow and help them to become better in this industry. So what you have with a networking type of thing, and that's what we are. We are the first actual networking type of platform. Now, with us dropping our enrollment fee completely, it now frees up individuals who can only afford one platform or the other, now they can afford maybe 2 or 3 or all of the platforms that we promote under our network. So keep that in mind when you're coming onto our platform. And Charles has a great platform. Mr. Washington, he has a great platform to help you define your carriers. Charles has a great platform to help you to understand the little integral parts of this business, which is so needed to be great at what you're doing. Our platform provides you with the big stuff, the overall tools and resources, access to low forward. It helps you save money, plugs you into a network so you can always be connected with someone. So all those things are going to come into play when it comes to helping you become better freight brokers, helping you to become better dispatchers and freight forwarders and owner operators. So with that in mind, I know the day was kind of short and was kind of quick, but I think it was good because we're on a reset, and we got to get you all back focused on the basics. Get you all back focused on booking freight and making money. All right. I appreciate y'all for joining us. I thank you all. For those of you who are interested in our P4L platform, join us on our P4L. It's coming up. You can go to our Facebook page on P4L, the P4L Corporation, and look for our now. You're going to have to watch it on video because if you're not a member of our P4L platform, you're not going to be able to actually get access to our training. Our training will be recorded. It will be the first one that is not a private recording. It will be made public, so it will be being broadcast after the fact, and you all will be able to log in and take a look at it on Facebook at the P4L Corporation. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and log into that right now so that I can get started on the P4L thing, and we can go ahead and get started here just to give you an idea of give y'all an idea of what that looks like. I've got to get logged into the P4L. This is our platform when it comes to the P4L. I'm going to go to our back office area and to resources. Let me get into our back office, our P4L executive tools. I think that is our, P4L login. And let me go ahead and log into our P4L. Just a second here. With the Microsoft Edge. And log into our P4L platform. Free conference call login. And let me log into my P4L platform. Now, I've never attempted to do this before, to be logged in on 2 different conference calls at the same time. At the same time. Okay, but anyway. we're not going to go there. Let's see here. That's it. Info. I'm in. All right. So with that being said, let me get into the P4L platform. All right, now I can log in. I'm gonna see how this works. I don't know if I can make this work, but I'm gonna try to log into both platforms at the same time and see if I can actually do it, and you all have access to it. Let's see how this works now. This is going to be pretty interesting if this works. Because if this works, I can keep you all logged on at the same time that we're broadcasting the people at L, and you all will be able to see everything just like they're seeing everything. All right. Can you all see what we're doing right now? I want to make sure you all can still see it.
Yes.
All right, great.
Yes, we can
Thank
see
y'all. All right. I need y'all to talk to me because I'm trying to do something that I've never done before. You know, I don't know if anyone else has tried it either, but I'm going to try it here and see what happens. Let's see if we can get into if I can go into 2 different conference call platforms and see if it'll let us do that. Let's see how this works. Well, I'll show you how this works. All right. Pulling up the platform. All right. Where are my tickets? Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Hey, hold on, everyone. Hey. All right. All right, everybody. My wife has joined me. Yes, baby. Everybody, this is my wife, in case y'all, didn't know.
Sweet.
So that's so sweet. Is Dad doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing fine. I wouldn't have been take on anything this week.
All right. I'll take that in a minute. Oh, you come back down?
Yeah, me and Andrea got to do some stuff on work.
All right. She's got to do some stuff on her business. As y'all know, we are a family of entrepreneurs. All right, love. As you all know, we are a family of entrepreneurs. She has her cleaning service, but she does the cleaning for these huge apartment complexes that are starting up and stuff. And so she bids on those contracts and gets those contracts. So she's a little go-getter in her own right. And this is her first business. So, I'm really proud of her. She's taking it on. She's doing great. Sometimes it's a headache, but she's really taking it on, and she's doing really, really, really good at it. So, proud of her. We practice what we preach. So, all right, let's go ahead and see if we can get logged in here to the people L. See if it'll let us log in. All right, conference call. Go to link. Let's see if it'll let us do this. It's supposed to let us log in. All right, let's see here. Well, I'll be doggone. It's doing it. Hold on. Everybody wants to do this at the same time.
Call for extension 2 to accept. Press 1 to send the voicemail.
This is Calvin with RBBS. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah, Calvin, this is Gary Roberts. How you doing today?
Gary, I am in the middle of we're right in the middle of 2 broadcasts right now, and you're actually part of those broadcasts. So,
right, okay, Calvin. I still want to find out if that Quantico Left meeting was going to be.
That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're trying to log in, and we'll be with you all in just a second, okay?
Okay, no problem, man. Thank you.
All right.